Hey everybody, I am Kurt, otherwise known as CurtsNewBrand, and today I'm going to be showcasing Mario 2 Randomizer. Macobra, who's a Mario 3 runner, recently developed this randomizer app for Mario 2, and it's a ton of fun, and I'm super excited to get to show it off for everybody. Um, Level order is going to be randomized, a lot of the enemies walking around will be randomized, even character selection is going to be randomized. So I won't have a say for which character I use in which level. Um, so that can make things a little bit difficult at times, just kind of dealing with the different physics that they each have, and also just navigating the levels. Um, you know, Princess has her float ability, and Toad doesn't, so they play levels very differently. But without any further ado, I'll get into it. Feel free to ask any questions you may have, and I'll try to get to those. I do have chat open here. But let's get underway here. Alright, so we're starting off with Luigi, and we got purple Luigi here. Alright, and this is 5-2, which is a pretty good level to have Luigi in. So he has these big floaty jumps, which makes big horizontal jumps are quite a bit easier with him. And this game also has something called a vine jump, where in the first few frames after you exit a vine, you can do a jump. And Luigi has a bigger window than the other characters because of his floaty physics. So it's not too bad to quickly hop up these vines. Got a little ladybug in our way here. One thing that is interesting about Luigi is that he falls slower than the other characters. So technically Luigi isn't the fastest character in this level, largely because of this section, but he is quite a bit easier to use. This Birdo is a little awkward with Luigi because of this gap over here in the ground. Oh geez, and we have randomized Birdo patterns that are already giving me trouble here. Missed it. So this is such an awkward fight, even with regular Birdo patterns on. So, another thing that's randomized is Birdo's HP. So that was 3 hits, I believe, which typically would kill Birdo, but that's already 4 now. 5 is the maximum, so this one will kill Birdo. And that's 1 level down, 19 to go. Alright, on to Toad here. Got a nice turquoise color. This is level 3-1. I do need to be careful, because enemies can fall from the sky on this level like that. So a lot of this, playing the randomizer, you kind of got to know where you can be super aggressive and where you need to pull back and be a little more cautious. The enemies have different tendencies, whether or not they walk off ledges, depending on the color of enemy you get, as well as the type of enemy. So it can be a little tricky to anticipate some things. Alright, and I'm carrying a block with Toad for a specific reason. Toad runs faster when holding either an enemy or a block, and so there's a lot of that in the typical speedrun and in the randomizer. So generally anytime I'm Toad, like here I'll be Toad again, I'll be looking to grab pretty much the first enemy I can. Should be one up here. Ooh, got an Ostro and a Shy Guy combination here. So definitely got to stay on your toes the whole time when playing this. Oh my god, porcupines can be a menace. Alright, there's a clip you can do in this level, but you need a specific type of enemy to do it easily, and that's a red Shy Guy. I got a pink Shy Guy, which wouldn't follow me down to where I need it to do the clip. So we're getting some DLC here going up, grabbing the key. Terrifying Phanto here is going to chase us down. Little bonk. On our way. Ooh. Bob-ombs can be menaces in this as well. Gotta be careful not to take damage there. Grab an enemy for the speed boost. And on to Mauser. And all the bosses have randomized HP in this, so Typically, it would take 3 bombs to kill Mauser, but it can take anywhere from 1 to 5. Alright, and that was a vanilla 3. So a typical thing I like to do with the Mauser fights is place the bombs where they're thrown from. That tends to be pretty reliable for getting hits on Mauser. Alright, we got Goth Princess here. You can randomize the sprite colors. I chose the colors for this just because I think Goth Princess is just so hilarious. You can see she can float. Another interesting thing in this randomizer is that you can make a super character. So basically, what you can do is you can give a character Toad's speed, Princess's float, and Luigi's jump height. And then their powers combined kind of make like an ultra-powered character. That's quite a bit of fun to use. I chose to make Mario the super character just because otherwise Mario is fairly boring. 1 Mississippi. Sometimes I'll try 1/1000 strats there to charge that super jump, and it's not as reliable as 1 Mississippi. As Goth Princess makes her return. Alright, so this is a vanilla Luigi level. The birds that are flying through the air are not randomized in this since they're necessary for getting through certain areas. So I can use my typical speedrunning strats here to just jump right across here. And these jumps look very scary, but most of them are just full jumps. It very much seems like this was a dev-intended path. Oh, I missed that. That was not a good look. Birdos are kind of giving me the business so far. Yeah, poor Mario. Not even a star in his own video game. He does get used in 1 level in the typical all levels run. Oop, nice jump. Alright, so I want to be very careful not to take damage in this level. There's a quick kill on the boss that requires taking damage with Toad. So following this Bob-omb down is uncomfortable. Abandoned ship there momentarily. Another thing we have activated is called Fast Dig. So if you're familiar with watching Mario 2 at all, you know that digging is a pretty painful process. And with randomized enemies, there can be certain sections that are nearly impossible to complete. And so, Macobra enabled a fast digging option that makes it quite a bit easier to get through there. Jumping our way up here. This section. So generally speaking, oh geez, oh boy. Oh, I took damage, no! That was so close. So ninjas that run around and gray and green sniffets tend to be some of the hardest enemies to deal with in this, and I'm sure it'll come up eventually. Alright, so the fastest way to kill this is to just throw an enemy against the back wall, but it's basically extremely tough to do with Toad without taking damage. Oh boy, we're in trouble. Alright, we made it. We were never in trouble. That was a lie. Alright, so now this is going to be our first look at the super character Mario. So we got Princess Float, Luigi jump height, and Toad speed all in one, plus a beautiful cyan color. And as much as you would think that having all those powers makes this game super easy, there can be some parts that are very tricky to maneuver. You know, the jump height is just so hard to control. What am I doing? That like things like Birdo fights in tight quarters can be very awkward. And no trouble to see here. This is fine. .meme.jpg. Okay, in 1-1 here. Got purple Luigi. 1-1 ends up being one of the harder levels in Randomizer. There are just a lot of enemies. The platforming is a little awkward in places. So this is typically a 1-up, but it was a bob-on there. Figured I'd check. Yeah, I hadn't really mentioned that what's in the plants is also randomized. Get out of here. Now everyone gets to watch me miss time throwing this bomb. I am horrendous at this. Nailed it first try. Like I said, I am very good at doing that. Never a doubt. Alright, and I don't remember what this pattern was like. Is it 2? It is 2. Okay. Two-hitter. Very nice. Alright, back to Goth Princess. We got 3-3 here. This level can be difficult. I'm checking for a potion. I was hoping to be able to grab an extra HP there. Because depending on what enemies are in the next section, I might need to do this level the filthy casual route. What I'm hoping for is a ninja that's jumping in place. Have one more chance at one. Oh no, a running ninja just to taunt us. Okay, so this level just got about 1.5 minutes longer. Out of here, devils. Okay. We got more DLC coming at you. And so those snippets there were faster than usual. That's just like a weird thing in how it's programmed. Those are usually bob-ombs, and for some reason the bob-omb speed carries over with randomized enemies coming out of jars. Macobra has found all sorts of weird things in the programming in this game. Or not necessarily in the programming, but just like results from the programming when you start messing with things. This should go over me. There we go. Go. Never before seen content. Love to see it. Jump up. Got it. Did a little wrong warp there. Entered the door before the screen scrolled, and that tricked the game into thinking I was transitioning to the next room in a different way, and so I got to start a little bit further ahead. Try and do that again. Yep, got another one. So I'm going to fall from the top here instead of going through the door. Saves a tiny bit of time. What am I doing? Here we go. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm making a mess of things here. I almost died. Love to see it. Throwing for content. Things were going too well. Alright, and what I'm going to do here is kill some enemies on this screen. Trying to get myself a heart. So a heart will spawn every, I think it's 7 kills? I should know this, but I don't. Okay, so I don't get a heart here. It's very tough to get bombs onto this Mauser platform as small princess. Just with her float, she oscillates her height a little bit, and you need to be all the way at the top to get them up there. Oh geez, this is... Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to throw them up here and hope for the best. That spark eating a bomb is very helpful. That's gonna miss, I think. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Didn't do too bad there. Ah, I couldn't win the slots. Shout out Bagler. Very good at playing the slot machines. Yeah, it might have something to do with all the code that we added to it, but definitely... Oh, what am I doing? finding all sorts of unintended consequences. But Macobra's done a great job with this. Oh, okay, I missed that jump. You know, we've been doing weekly races with this, and occasionally we'll identify a tiny issue, and he's always super good about getting them sorted out in a very timely fashion. He's a much harder worker than I would be. Definitely gonna grab this star. Depending on what enemies are in this area, it can get a little sketchy. After 5 cherries collected, a star will spawn. So there are certain rooms in this game where I'm very precise about how many... Oh! I'm not precise about whether or not I give Birdo a hug, but I am precise about whether or not I'm grabbing certain cherries. You know, that Birdo was just looking a little cute, needed some love, you know. We're all going through it these days. Alright, another level down, on to 4-2. Alright, back to Super Mario here, Ultra Mario even. Floating right through that Panzer. Do a little shortcut here. This is a very good level to get the super character in, because they get that speed boost from the POW block. Missed the ladder. You're through. In the vanilla game, this ends up being one of the harder Birdos. Okay. I'm down here. I did not want to be down here. Let me up! A mess of things here. That's fine. We're on our way. Didn't take a death. Yeah, this is Mario's final evolution. Bonus points for entering the hawk mouth as ducking Mario there. Feeling cute, might spit eggs later. Alright, this probably won't be a potion. No, okay. Princess can do the potion jump that Luigi typically would do in a speedrun of the vanilla version. It's quite a bit harder, so I'm not terribly sad about having to take the Sands of Shame. If there was a potion there, I most likely would have just made a fool of myself. We'll turn back for swag and safety. Grabbing the block. Okay, that was a failed super jump by me. No one saw that, thankfully. 1, 2. Oh, wow. Okay. I typically have bad luck with that Tri-Clyde, and it ends up taking 4 or 5 hits most of the time, which can be a little scary because you start running low on blocks. Right, we got the Toadman again. Never skips leg day. Big horizontal jumps, this is typically a Luigi level for that reason. Right, making it through here, gonna hop a ride on this one. And onto another Birdo. No one saw what, exactly. Alright, so far so good. Back to Luigi. Alright, we're going for something here. For this to be faster, I need there to be a stationary Ninja, and we don't have one. So what I'm going to do is spawn a Bezo, ride it over here. If there was a stationary Ninja, what I was going to do was go down and collect the key, and then use the key to get a bunch of quick hits on Birdo. If you drop the key where Birdo is standing, oh, that's damage. It'll bounce and you'll get 2 hits. Oh, okay, fireball. I'm aiming for the second one of these eggs just because it's hard to grab the first one and then move out of the way of the second one. So when the second one is fire, kind of out of luck. Ooh, okay, grab the orb, and we're through. I should get another boss level here. Got Goth Princess. Trying to think of which boss levels I haven't seen yet. Alright, so this is Vanilla 5-3. That means that I think 4-3 is the boss level we haven't seen yet. I have it set to pick a boss level at the end of each world. You can fully randomize the levels as well. I kind of like having the boss levels at the end of the world. I think it's a nice bookend. But there are a ton of options in the randomizer. You can choose to, you can do something as simple as giving yourself extra lives and 1-ups, or you can, really mess with it and make the game quite a bit harder. That's not a good thing to miss. Let's just kill that spark there. I was hoping to despawn that one. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. No problem. For a veggie or something I can throw. Okay, it's a 1-up. Oh, that was a veggie. This should work. Absolutely clobbering that. Uh-oh. Okay, I got the carpet stuck together. That's not what I wanted. So, there's a pretty simple to do glitch. Let's see if any of these are good. I'll take this. I'm looking for a weapon to use against Birdo. There we go, got a 2-hitter. Basically, if you spawn a second carpet after getting rid of the enemy from the first one, and then get back on the first carpet, it'll go super speed. 2-hitter. Not too bad. 7-1. Okay, that's it. No one saw that either. Jumped over the ladder. Not ideal. Taking the rocket. Now, what I'm hoping here is that I have a couple enemies that'll play nice for me. There's a cool glitch that I would love to be able to show off if I don't jump into things. Got it. This one despawned. Respawn for me. Luigi should work. Oh boy, I got a lot of enemies. I got too many cooks in the kitchen. Get out of here. So much lag. Right. Oh god, the lag. I can't do it. There it is. Okay, elevator. Easy. Never mind the 7 years of lag we just experienced. I'm sure that saved time. Let that go by. Do some ladder jumps up here and onto another Birdo. Whew. Alright, I got very flirtatious with that Birdo, but managed to avoid the hug. Alright, more Toad. Oh, missed that one. Making our way through. This level is a bit of a doozy. Got some despawns there from enemies I typically jump on. And this lonely vegetable, I just need to know what it is. It's a coin. Running ninjas are a bit of a menace in sand sections, but that one seems content to leave me alone. Maybe? Yep, okay. Got around it. Lag, you say? Yeah. Yeah, definitely didn't have tremendous lag there from me trying to... Oh, alright, block. bouncing some blocks off my head. Man, I'm not doing great at the slot machines here. Alright, I'm listening for an audio cue. I don't want Birdo to have time to move left like that before shooting the eggs. I got a little eager. I'm just so excited to be here. Shout out SpeedGaming Live for letting me show off Mario 2 Randomizer by Macobra. Had we gotten Toad in this level, we would have gotten some more DLC. Okay, that was a one-hit. Get down here. Come on, buddy. There we go. Alright, what do we got? 2-1 here. This is a level where I'm going to be very particular about the cherries I grab. I want to get 3 on this screen. Hoping to set up a star kill on the Birdo here. Oh, what am I doing? Shoutouts to the SMB2 community as well. Thank you, Tea Party, for calling that out. It's such a welcoming and wholesome community. I'm very blessed to have found them. This should stun a spar. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, alright, I scrolled the screen a bunch. I'm not going to be in time. That Sniffit was a little rude being in my way right there. So we're gonna have to fight Birdo the old-fashioned way here. Alright, 4-hitter. Alright, and on to the last level already. And we're finishing up with some Toadman. This level can be quite difficult, depending on which enemies spawn where. Oh boy. Okay, okay, oh boy, oh boy. These enemies are out for blood. Leave me alone, please. Yeah, the star kill is a little bit cursed. Having a Sniffit standing right where you need to walk into certainly doesn't make it any easier. Yeah, small Toad, big head. The head sprites in this game do not get smaller when you take damage. Out of my way! Oh no, I'm gonna die! Alright, I got through. It's sort of a carryover from when they re-skinned this from Doki Doki Panic, which oddly enough was built from one of the early Mario 2 prototypes. You know, there isn't any shrinking in Doki Doki Panic. And so they wanted to keep you slightly bigger than one tile high when you take damage, so you can't just, like, walk through one tile gaps. So a lot of people like to remind you that Mario 2 is a reskin of Doki Doki Panic, to which I say, Doki Doki Panic is a reskin of Mario 2. Alright, so it looks like we're getting a bit of a tank wart here. That was 6 hits. That was 7. Okay. And time will be coming up when I enter this door. Alright. 27:41. That was a pretty solid run. I am very happy with that. I think I only took 1 or 2 deaths there, which in Randomizer I will gladly take any day. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much to SpeedGaming for letting me show this off. Thank you to Macobra for building this tool. You know, thank you to everyone in the Mario 2 community for being so welcoming and kind, especially Cool Kid and Ethan RTA.
Right, I am done
really
with
been
my
an
run.
inspiration for me to, you know, stick with Mario 2 speedrunning as long as I have. But yeah, thanks again, and I hope everyone has a good time. Enjoy the rest of the marathon. Alright, I am done with my run.